Come on, Fitzy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike. It is the 1st of August, 2024. It's 11 a.m. Central European time, and we have the fallout from Chairman Powell and the FOMC meeting yesterday. We're going to go through that. Obviously, most of you out there have been expecting some level of volatility. I have said many times, do not trade the FOMC meeting. It is a recipe for disaster. So we're going to go through that today. We obviously have the X-Files, we're going to go through the markets. We're going to go through September cuts, the Bitcoin bill. Again, this is not a time to be bearish. Absolutely not. There are too many positive things about to happen to be bearish. This is just chop. We do have some very interesting titles of the shows today. We have Intetherable, and then we have Consolvative Price. We have the altcoin rally. When is that going to happen? The Draft Kings rip. And then we're going to have a CMC check. We're going to check back on the prices at the end of the show. Yesterday, It took me 2 hours to prepare this because everything was about the FOMC meeting. It was a nightmare. However, we are going to begin with the markets. We're going to have a look at where Bitcoin is, Ethereum, everything else, and a few shout outs. Excuse me. We have Bullish Bull is in chat. Chris is here. Eugene is here. I don't know what time it is over there, Eugene. Is it like 6 a.m.? Something crazy like that? Velvet Rope, Hidden Agendas. Who else is in chat? I can't see. My chat doesn't work properly today either. So a great start to the 1st of August, but let's get on. Before I forget, however, bottom left-hand corner, we are just under 151,500 followers. Bottom right, we've still got $74,000 as our target. 5 o'clock in the morning, crikey on a bike. When it cools down in gym, I do on occasion get up about 6. But at this time, I'm running out of steam by August. It's too hot. July and August is too hot for me. I'm not built for 33, 34 degree heat. So my productivity drops off. But come winter, I am making videos at 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's have a look at the markets then. Market cap is down to 2.31 trillion. That was up at 2.4 trillion not too long ago. Volume coming in, still healthy, 77 billion. Bitcoin dominance, ETH dominance, still coming in at around 71%, 72%. That really doesn't change. Bitcoin, however, is down at $64,500. Ethereum is down just under $3,200. BNB has come back down, and that's not a bad price to be picking up Solana at. You have got to beat the heat and humidity, yes. I totally agree with you. The problem is it's taking me till maybe 1 in the morning to get to sleep, because then it's getting cool enough to sleep. And then getting up at 5 or 6, it's terrible. XRP is coming in, that's retraced a little bit. So I'm expecting many losers today and not many gainers. Casper is up a massive 1% move for Casper. eCash is up a massive 0.38%. And of course, when we have these kind of days, all the stable coins are the top gainers of the day. Losers, again, meme coins. Is it a good time to pick up some meme coins at these prices? Possibly. Dog with Hat coming in at $2. That's down 13%. Bonk is down 8.7. Book of Mome is down 8.3. Dupe. Now, we've got a little bit of a heads up about Jupiter. You are going to want to vote. And the vote starts today. I'm going to go through that and I'm going to lay it out as explicitly as possible. Dupe coming in at 99 cents, and I'm telling you here and now, it will not be 99 cents in 2 or 3 months' time after the proposed vote has passed. Sol is in the bottom there, as in ENS. Pepe is down. Not a good day for meme coins. Right, let's get on with the X files. Snippets from around the world, from around the inside of Elon Musk's mind. The first swimmer has emerged from the Seine River in the triathlon, stated that the water quality was actually not that bad. Something that I haven't made reference to, of course, is that the Olympics are going on. So make sure to join in and enjoy watching the Olympics in Paris and all those good things that only happen every 4 years. Rich Dad Poor Dad, author, predicts Bitcoin will reach $350,000 by August 2024. Are you prepared? I hope you remember me telling you not to listen to any of these people. They do not know what they are saying. He also said that we would hit $100,000 by July. He said that months ago. And I'm sure if you ask him today, he will tell you that we will hit $400,000 by December. And when he is wrong in December, he will give you another target for March and April. That's how these people work. Don't believe anybody you read or see on the internet. They do not know what they are talking about. Okay? Rich Dad Poor Dad owns an awful lot of Bitcoin. Is it in his best interests to give you a ridiculous price? Of course it is. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. And somebody posted that up yesterday. So I thought I would include it back in the show because we did cover the original article, and at the time I said it was nonsense. Here we go then. So today on the vote.dupe.ag, there will be a vote to reduce the supply of dupe by 30%. That will take it from 10 billion to 7 billion. That will increase the value of every coin, every dupe that you hold on whatever exchange you hold it on, or whatever non-custodial wallet you hold it on. It will increase in value. My fair price at this moment in time for dupe is about $1.50. When this goes through, my fair price for dupe is about $2. So this is going to make also the bull run very exciting for dupe holders, potentially reducing the supply by 30%. This stage of the bull cycle, you could be looking a lot higher than where we are for the end of the bull run. Good morning to Tariq. So make sure you vote if you have your dupe tokens staked on dupe. Make sure you vote. It is important. The US Senator Cynthia Lummis publishes the official strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation. Now, we're not going to cover this off too much because, of course, it is one of the topics down below. And I decided to turn this into one of the topics because I think it's worth spending some time reading. And finally then, we've got the FOMC to come. The one thing that we haven't mentioned on here in a while is, of course, Mt. Gox now only holds 33,000 Bitcoin. That is 23% of what they started with, which was 140,000. It's gone. It's been given out to, I think, 13 or 17,000 people have received their distributions, I think, something like that. So people have been sent their Bitcoin, and guess what? The price hasn't been tanking that much because these are the OGs. We've said this time and time again. These people had their Bitcoin taken off them 8, 9, 10 years ago, whenever it was, 2016 maybe. Good morning, Reza. It's now been distributed. We're down to 32,000. Potentially by the end of August, it's gone. This makes no difference to the price of Bitcoin anymore. This really was the last overhang from the Wild West, Mt. Gox. From when I first got into crypto, the Mt. Gox story was the one that held over crypto. Obviously, we've got the FTX distributions. We've got the American government holding Bitcoin that they might dump on the market. We know all of those things, but they're kind of more common. Sorry, not more common, more recent. That was the OG skeleton in the closet, and it's nearly gone. So do I expect Mt. Gox to ever be a threat to crypto ever again? No, I do not. So let's move on then. Now, this is the exciting and interesting part. We have a poll question today. Now, my chat isn't working properly, so I'm going to see if I can check. The poll question of the day is, was Powell dovish or hawkish yesterday in his speech? 71% of people so far have said dovish, and 29% so far have said he was hawkish. Dovish is where he is fairly positive, and hawkish is where he is fairly bearish. Interest rate cut in September is crucial for crypto bullishness and liquidity. Now, he held the rate. He didn't drop the rate. There was only a 4% chance of him dropping the rate in July. There are still expected to be 2 rate cuts this year. The next FOMC meeting, as far as I am aware, is 48 days away. That is what? Middle to end of September, maybe the 16th, 18th of September. That's when the first rate cut is going to be. The Fed decided to maintain interest rates at a 23-year high today. The decision follows market expectations, but Powell didn't confirm the cut in September's meeting. He did double down on the need to see more falling inflation numbers and strong growth numbers. Jag Kuna, head of derivatives highlighted the importance of a rate cut. A rate cut in September would provide a sense of bullishness and could generally increase liquidity in the market, which will be positive for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as investors seek higher returns outside traditional assets. This landscape could lead to upward pressures on Bitcoin's price and increased exchange-traded funds inflows. Now, we're going to get onto the dates in a second. Could have added there's a lot more confidence in the market at the moment, particularly as even potentially negative news like Mt. Gox, the German government selling, all of these things, we've not really seen a massive move to the downside, and we haven't, in all fairness. We were crying at 58, 57,000. Peter was in tears on the stream. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. So, September rate cuts. What do we think? I'm going to give you some very interesting dates which all kind of coincide together. Bitcoin is coming in. I don't want to join in a competition, thank you. Please leave me alone. There we go. Now then, we have broken below the top of the bull market support band. I said we needed to hold 60, it was about 65.5. 62.2 is the bottom of the bull market support band. Now, there have been occasions in the past, before everybody's starting to panic that we're going to go to zero, we have, if you go all the way back here, we have seen times like this where we do go below the bull market support band. It's not about going below it or bouncing off it perfectly, although that is nice. It's about recovering. So if we followed that kind of action today, this week, and next week, we could see us do something like that, okay? And then move up towards 70,000. That's on the cards. But what I'm interested in going through is we have a bull flag on the monthly, which I'm going to show you in a minute. This line here, that is the 6-month anniversary of the halving. That is when the miners have finished capitulating. And I know there is a lot of talk about them finishing capitulating, but we're not absolutely sure. Now, if we go to about here, this is a collection of dates which all fall within a 4 or 5 week period. Now, if this bull flag plays out, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and let's drag it along a little bit further to the end. Let's go about here. That's where my graph ends. We have potentially 3 major events happening just before the bull flag. Now, let me show you the bull flag. Because this is where we are going to see some beautiful potential price action. Bull flag. Bottom to the top of the range, roughly. End of here, approximately. Takes us to that. We are back. That was very strange. So it might not play out fully, which is fine, because I'm not expecting us to go all the way to the moon in one go. Now, the Oracle says we're going to go to 80,000. That's the best he can do. Now, again, if we go from anywhere on here, we are hitting this fib level. And that is coming in at 109,000. So, you know what? I'm going to stick with that. That's what I'm going to stick with. I think we have a bull flag forming on the monthly Bitcoin chart. And yes, we have all kinds of negative coiling through that period. And at some point in the bull run, we are going to break that Now again, what else is important about this? Another date for you is April 2025. What is so important about April 2025? We also had the first of our tops in April 2021. Again, history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. So April 2021, we had a top, and a lot of people said that was the end of the bull run. Now, if it is the end of the bull run, we will see 109,000 Bitcoin. If we have the double top and we come in November, then we could see again a similar kind of move, which is that to that, and a similar kind of move would take us towards, based on that bull flag, the top. Sorry, I think I am lagging a little bit. Anyway, the point of the matter is I've got a bull flag that takes us out to April next year with 109,000. The other thing to bear in mind, if you do 69.4 times 1.6, which is diminishing returns, where does that take us? Anybody work that out? Yeah, I am lagging a lot, Tariq. I am absolutely lagging like crazy. So let me just give you another figure. If you take 69.4 thousand and times it by 1.6, you get to $111,000. Okay? $111,000 is there. So, what do we think? Do we think that is the end of the bull run? Do we think $110,000 is our top? Could it be? Who knows? Anyway, that's the Bitcoin chart. That's I mean, it's not as bullish. It's not as bullish as I wanted it to be. Put it that way. I ideally wanted 200,000 to 240,000. That's kind of my area. How do we get to 240,000 when the charts are showing us 110,000? Let me show you. This is Cynthia Lummis's Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Legislation. Now, I don't know if any of you remember me having my moan on Monday. Sorry, I'm just, every time I see the stream pause, I pause. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the internet connection. Everything is fine. Everything is connected. It could be an issue with the streaming software. It doesn't seem to be an issue with the internet. So we'll carry on. Hopefully, we will see it through. But this does happen from time to time. And I don't know why. So, I said, Trump was never going to come on stage and give you specifics. He was always going to come on stage and say, everything is amazing. Everything is wonderful. Vote for me, and I'm going to give you what you want. That is Trump's job. Now, Cynthia Lummis has published the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. It isn't meant to pass and do anything else. What is going on? Right, let me just try a few things. See if this makes a difference. So we've done that. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm just checking to see if I can fix this very quickly. If I touch anything, the stream is likely to get cut off. So I'm just trying to limit my connections, if you know what I mean. If I turn this off and this off, hopefully that might fix the problem. Hopefully we should be okay now. Let's try again. So, back to where we were. Lummis is introducing the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve legislation. Lummis is going to help, okay? And by help, I mean produce a document, and I'm not going to read it all out, it's not important. That will help everybody being held. 5% of the total supply of Bitcoin being held by the American government. This is no small amount of Bitcoin. And I keep hearing people say, well, if we don't like governments and we want Bitcoin, why do we want Bitcoin to be held by governments? It's not that we don't like governments. We don't like it when governments do bad things. There's a totally different kettle of fish. When a government goes and provides aid to other countries that have had earthquakes and natural disasters, we like the government. It's not that. We elect them because we want them to look after the country. It is. I'm watching it like a hawk, and I cannot see what the problem is. Let me have a very quick look before we carry on. Everything is running fine. OBS is fine. There isn't a problem with the CPU. I mean, everything's running okay. I tell you what I'll do. I will stop streaming the music. We'll stop streaming the music. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Right, let's see if that has fixed it. What tends to happen is that there is a problem with the streaming software on certain days. We haven't had it for weeks, and then occasionally it will just keep cutting out for 10 seconds at a time. It's a pain in the backside. So I'm going to try and stick to the plan as best I can. So the point of the matter is that we're going to get this bill. America is going to hold 1 million Bitcoin in its reserves. If that is the case, then Bitcoin may break above the 100,000 that I expect it to get to, 110. Don't know how I'm going to be able to resolve this issue because I cannot see anything locally which is causing this problem. It sets new high as US Treasury holdings surpass Germany. The firm reported a net operating profit of 1.3 billion in the second quarter, marking its highest quarterly profit to date. Now, don't worry, by the way, if this keeps cutting out, you do not need to watch it to the end. But we have, I wouldn't call them legal obligations, but we have obligations to stream for an hour. So as long as the stream stays up, I'm going to keep streaming because we have to get to 12 o'clock and there's various stipulations on why I need to do that. So I fully understand if this keeps dropping out. I don't want to annoy and irritate you. So you can, of course, watch it back later or come back tomorrow. Fully understand. The increase in profitability resulted primarily from traditional asset class investments. Now, again, a lot of people new to crypto don't understand how Tether and Circle make USDT. There is one. This is impossible. This is absolutely impossible. I don't know what's happening. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to wait a couple of minutes. Let me put the stream on pause for 1 second. Okay, there is absolutely nothing wrong whatsoever with the stream. As far as I can see, there is nothing wrong with the stream. There is nothing wrong with my internet connection. I have tested it thoroughly and there is nothing wrong. So I can only imagine that the problem is further abroad and further away. So what we'll do is I'm going to skip along a little bit. We will have a look at Solana and see if this manages to work. I am keeping an eye on the stream, and the stream does appear to be working, but it keeps cutting out. So Chris Benisk unveils conservative Solana price target, says Sol. Virus spreading is ahead. I don't know what he means by that. VC Chris Benisk believes Solana can soar to a 4-figure price this market cycle. The former head of crypto at ARK Invest tells his 300,000 followers that a bull market price of $1,000 for Solana could. Now, again, let's take everything these people say with a pinch of salt. $1,000 for Solana is not conservative. $1,000 for Solana is the end price for me in this bull run, because that is where we are now. Prices. Hello. Right, okay, we're going to call it a day. I can't even get through the hour. Brogan will be streaming tonight at what time? 9 p.m. I will see you all there. I do apologize for this. There's nothing I can see that I can change. Everything that's running on my PC is fine. I'm not overheating. There's no problems at all with the stream. This end, there's no problems at all with the network. It can only be the streaming software, and this does happen from time to time. So I'm going to go and do a bit of research. Thanks everybody for coming. I do apologize. I had a lot to get through. I'll probably keep the majority of this stream for tomorrow and maybe add in a couple of other headlines. But thanks everybody for coming. I do apologize. I've wasted half an hour of your day with half a stream. Excuse me, but I will finish now and I will see you all in the morning. Take care.